All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is March 14th. We got 9 games on the NBA board tonight that we will get into. As you know, we go through each and every game here, and then I give you my lean, I give you what I'm thinking, I give you what this noodle brain is thinking. Guys, I've been in Chicago for the past 4 days. They celebrated St. Patrick's Day out there, so noodle brain indeed. Was visiting a buddy, so we are back on track, though. Took Saturday and Sunday off, but that is where I've been. You guys would know that if you were in the Discord, so make sure to check out the Discord. The link will be in the description. It'll be in the pinned comment as well. But like I was saying, we go through each and every game. I give you my lean, but my final plays, what I'm actually be rolling with tonight, will be in the pinned comment. So make sure to check that. I update it throughout the day, and the Discord link will be in there as well. And just a little incentive there. You know, we've grown it to, I think, 105 members in just a few days now. Awesome community, a lot of good NBA talk, a lot of good advice, a lot of good plays, everything going on in there. But we're going to be dropping a merch discount code in the Discord tonight. So make sure to get in there. It's free to do. Just join, and you can use some a discount code for some of the merch. We just launched the Wazitive tee. You guys don't know what Wazitive is. It's more of a if you know type of thing, but if you've been watching for a while, you guys definitely know what Wazitive is. But enough rambling here, guys. Let's jump into the plays and picks for tonight. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before you do, and stay tuned to the end of the video for the hashtag of the day, and then also that hashtag ride of the day we'll talk about in just a second here. But we're starting off with the Cavs taking on the Clippers here. Cavs 5.5-point favorites at home. This Cleveland team hasn't been the covering Cavaliers as of late. They haven't been playing as well as they have. They've had a lot of injuries and everything like that, but yeah, they've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. Good competition though. They lose to Philly, they lose to Miami, Chicago. They haven't been playing these schmuck teams and losing to them, so I'll give them a little bit of credit here. I think that they bounce back tonight. We want to keep an eye on the injury report here. We have Wade, Rondo, Markkanen, and that's it for the ones that we want to keep an eye on there. For the Clippers, Robert Covington, as we know, has been out. Powell's out. Paul George out. Due back in late March, though, so that's cutting up there, so we'll keep an eye on that. But I'm going to lean Cavs here, -5.5 at home. 20-11 straight up at home this season. Decent home team, whereas the Clippers are 16-20. I want to watch this line, though. 5.5 seems like it's a point too high for me, so we'll keep an eye on that. But 5.5 is going to be my lean. Make sure to keep an eye on the pin comment, guys, to see if that is going to be a final play. Next up, we have the Sixers hosting the Nuggets. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I've really been liking this Sixers team since the trade deadline. They did lose to Chicago. They lost to Brooklyn, 2 decent teams, Miami as well recently. But last time out against Denver here, these two teams played back in November, and Philly took it to them, and that was when Philly wasn't even as good as they are now, 103-89 there. I'm going to be leaning Philly here, -1.5. I think that's a good number at home. They're 19-14 straight up at home, and this is pretty much a straight up play, -1.5. You're going to get decent odds for pretty much just having to win the game. So keep an eye on the pin comment, but I think that's going to be a final play. Aaron Gordon, as well, worth noting, is questionable for the Nuggets, which obviously is a decent piece for them too. So I'm going to lean Sixers here, -1.5. Next up, the Hawks, 14-point favorites over Portland. We don't even need to get into it. Yeah, John Collins doesn't look like he's going to play. He's questionable. They probably won't roll him out against a crappy Portland team, but you are in fade Portland mode, lately, ladies and gentlemen. They did get the win against Washington. Was that a couple nights ago? But prior to that, they've lost 6 straight here, and against some teams that, you know, you would say, they're good teams, but they're getting smoked by teams. So fade Portland. You don't necessarily have to go and jump on board with the team that they're playing, but I don't think you should be trusting Portland with your money, even with a 14-point spread like that. So I'm going to lean Atlanta here. That number's way too high for me to probably make this a final play, so I don't expect to see that in the pinned comment. But Atlanta at home, they are the Atlanta Hawks at home. They're home today. You know what we call them, the Atlantic Pigeons when they're on the road, but they're not on the road. So they are the Hawks today. 14 points is a lot to lay, but I'm definitely not betting the other side of it. So I'm going to lean Hawks here, -14. Next up, and I really do love this game. You guys know that we've been leaning Thunder pretty heavily this year. The Thunder are at home. We've called them the rumbling covering Thunder, but this Thunder team stinks at home. They're 9-25 at home, and this Hornets team, you know, 10-point favorites, I'll take it. We've been biased to the Hornets for whatever reason this season. Gordon Hayward's out. Bouknight is out as well. But if you look at this Thunder team, they have so many guys out, and they've been out for a while. Lou Dort, as we know, out. Giddey is out. Williams out. Muscala out. Jerome out. Derek Favors, Robinson, Earl Wiggins. None of these guys are too new of injuries, but we are going to be leaning Charlotte here for sure. Charlotte coming off that win against New Orleans about 3 nights ago or so. And we're going to look at the over here as well for both these teams. Charlotte 4-0 in their last 4 games following an against the spread win. They get the against the spread win last time out, and same thing for the Thunder here too. Thunder covering last night 5-0 in their last. So this over, yeah, it's a little high, 231.5, but it's gonna be something we look at. You guys know that we've stunk at overs and totals this season, unders as well, but it's something to look at here. These two teams look to come out firing, not much defense here, and that Charlotte team plays such fast-paced basketball that this Thunder team, I don't know if they can. That's why we got to look at it. One, can they keep up with them? They're definitely not going to stop them. So which side do you lean on? I think I might be leaning over, but keep an eye on the pinned comment for any final plays. We're definitely leaning Charlotte in that game though. Next up, Spurs 4-point dogs at home against the Timberwolves here. Timberwolves in their last 10 have been playing really good basketball. They're 8-2 in their last 10, and they've beat good teams. I got to give the Timberwolves credit. In fact, I will give myself a little bit of a womp womp because this Timberwolves team has been a team that I've bet against so many times this season. When I say so many, probably 5 times, and they've hurt us. So I'm gonna bend the knee a little bit here. We're gonna be leaning Timberwolves. We're gonna be leaning Timberwolves here -4. In terms of injuries, Beverly is questionable here, and for the Spurs, Langford's questionable. Kakak is questionable. Don't even know him. Doug McDermott questionable. Jakob Portal is questionable, and DeJounte Murray also questionable. So especially if Murray's a no-go, we're gonna be leaning Minnesota heavily there. It's probably got a chance to be a final play. So keep an eye on that. This Spurs team is no home threat whatsoever either with that record at home here. But guys, before we get into the rest of the video, we are going to shout out here a little bit of the hashtag ride of the day. If you don't know what the hashtag ride of the day is, guys, all you gotta do is give me a player prop, one player prop in the comments, and use hashtag ride of the day, and we will be jumping on board with someone in the comments. I know Gorilla was hot for a while, and shout out to my man Gorilla sending me the picks early too. You guys know he was on absolute fire. We may be featuring like Gorilla picks of the day or something like that, so keep an eye. But for everyone else, hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Give me a player prop. You can give me multiple. I'm just gonna jump on board with one of them. So hashtag ride of the day in the comment. And you guys, if you lose, you sadly will get a womp womp, but you'll get a shout out. And if you win, you'll hear the applause. And honestly, you might hear the cha-ching. So hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Give me a player prop. And stay tuned to the end of the video for the hashtag of the day. Spoiler alert. It may be something on my shirt here, but the hashtag of the day is another way you guys can get shouted out in tomorrow's video. But let's keep going here. Where were we? We got the Kings hosting the Bulls. Kings 3.5-point underdogs at home. This Bulls team questionable. Zach LaVine there. Holiday, Sabonis, and Davis all questionable. Actually, just Holiday and Sabonis questionable here for the Kings. I think you obviously keep an eye on that LaVine injury there, but I think either way, this is a great line for the Bulls. I think that they do come out and beat this Kings team. I'm not worried about them at all. The Kings have now whooped up on Detroit, and I shouldn't say whooped up. I'm saying that just as a win, but beat Detroit and then beat Cleveland. Hopefully they're putting it together, getting out of that rut that they were in. So I'm going to be leaning the Bulls here, -3.5 points. They are a better team than basketball they have been playing, and they've shown that they can beat bad teams lately, and I think that this Kings team is a bad team. So we're going to be leaning Kings here, or leaning Bulls here, -3.5. Strong chance to be a final play. Keep an eye on the pinned comment. Next up, we have the Jazz 2.5-point underdogs against the Bucks here. For injuries, it looks like Azubuike, Rudy Gobert, and Forrest all questionable tonight for the Jazz. Hill is probable. Wigginton and Bembry are out. Lopez is probable as well for the Bucks here. The Bucks 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 Monday games. Doesn't seem like this team likes to start the week early, but I think we're going to be looking past that. This Bucks team, prior to that loss against Golden State, was playing really good basketball, and this Utah team has just been very inconsistent. Win, loss, win, loss. Doesn't matter if they're playing against a good team. Doesn't matter if they're playing against a bad team. Super, super inconsistent. So while the Bucks are coming off of a loss here, and we do have that Monday stat that I think is an interesting tidbit. Days of the week do matter to these guys. We are still going to be leaning Bucks here on the road. They are 18-14. Straight up on the road this year, so I don't hate that at all. But we're going to be leaning Bucks here -2.5 on the road. I think they're just a little bit more consistent than the Jazz, and especially with looking at that injury with Rudy Gobert being questionable. If he's out, that is a surefire play for me in the pinned comment. All right, we have the Warriors 11.5-point favorites over Washington. I don't think we even really needed to get into this one too much. We're going to be leaning Warriors. We've been pretty, I guess, loyal to the Warriors. They've burned us as of late. They did hit our last one for them, but we're going to be leaning Warriors here. That is a huge number. I'm really going to have to figure out if I want to lay 12 points pretty much on this Warriors team, but the Warriors have made us plenty of money this season, 34-30-4 against the spread this year, so we're going to be leaning Warriors here. They're a great home team as well, so leaning Warriors, they're minus 11.5. Not much else to talk on in that game. Next up, Lakers, 4.5 point underdogs against the Raptors. Has this Lakers team just quit? I think they may have. AD's out. Nunn is out. For the Raptors here, Van Vliet is questionable. Anunoby, as we know, is out until late March. But this Raptors team's been playing some good basketball. 3 wins in a row. San Antonio, Phoenix, and Denver. Quality wins I'll give them. Whereas this Lakers team coming off a back-to-back as well. LeBron's not even trying at times. You know, he's going off against the Warriors, then not trying the next night. It's tough. So we're going to be leaning Toronto here. I think that this Lakers team, I still feel like LeBron's going to kick it into high gear at some point, but not on this back-to-back night. So we're going to be leaning the Raptors here, minus 4.5. I'd love that number to be 3.5. That 1 point would make a big difference in my brain, but that's not the case here. We're leaning Toronto, minus 4.5. That's going to wrap it up for the predictions portion of the video, guys. Another reminder, hit that subscribe button. We have a good time here. No one's claiming to be an expert. I love the comments of someone that are like, why are you saying you're dumb? And I'm like, buddy, because I'm dumb. We were 58% in the NBA last year. We're riding about 56.5%. That's money making. So go ahead, check my record, check my picks. We're making money, but no one's claiming to be 100% out here. I love the hate comments. I love all you guys. I love the love comments. I love the hate comments. It is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the prediction portion, guys. I hope you just have fun watching these videos and interacting. So make sure to join the Discord. It's another way to get closer to all of the members in the group and everything like that. So join the Discord. Hit that subscribe button. It'll all be in the pinned comment. But let's use that hashtag of the day. Hashtag of the day. I spoiled it. Hashtag of the day is Wositive, guys. If you don't know what Wositive is, it accidentally came out by me saying winning and positive. I mixed that word. Now it's a fire word. Hashtag Wositive. If you don't know what the hashtag of the day is, all you got to use is hashtag Wositive for today in the comments. Give me your plays, the rundown of what you guys are rolling with. You can have 5 picks. You can have 2 picks, 1 pick. If you have a winning night, a positive night, a Wositive night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video. And if someone goes 10-0 and someone goes 5-4 or anything like that, all you got to do is make those pockets a little bit heavier, a little bit more green at the end of the night, and you guys have the same exact chance of being shouted out when I randomly select one. So make sure to use hashtag Wositive in the comments for the hashtag of the day. And yeah, we're back at it, guys. We took the weekend off. I feel refreshed, ready to make some money. I don't know if you guys could see the money in the Wositive, but it is what it is. Make sure to check that out, guys. The merch link will also be in the description as well. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.